All right, I think everything is working for once. Man, oh man, that took way longer than I thought to set up. Holy crap. Anyway, hello everyone and welcome to the live stream. You hear no things? I have a thing. Oh, there you go. Welcome, V. Welcome, welcome. Now, tonight's stream is going to be a very special stream. You want to know why it's such a very special stream? It's because I have a drinking game for this stream. That's right. This drinking game is every time I mess up, I take a sip. Not a shot, because if I took a shot, I'd be dead. I'm going by berry tube rules. If I if I mess up, I take a sip. So I could just, oh man, this could turn out really bad for me, to be honest. This is gonna be fun. This is gonna be so much fun. All right, I am going to take a sip of a rum and coke. It's a really big glass. Oh man, that's a lot of rum and coke. I know I'm already slurring words. I haven't even drank anything yet. That's the thing. I haven't drinking anything yet. Drunken? I haven't drunken anything yet. And typos only count, and mess ups only count during the story, not when I'm chatting with you. So, yeah. It's all I have, okay? I can get a Bacardi white rum with some lemonade. I don't have any mead. I'm saving that for the special stream on New Year's. Let's say I'm just saving the good stuff for a special occasion. This is going to have to be my spoopy stream because I got work on Halloween and I have a Halloween party to go to next week. So we'll just see how things go. My schedule's just been so crazy these last weeks. So I'm finally glad I can sit down with all y'all and have a fantastic time. And don't you be judging me about my rum and cokes, okay? Is mostly rum in there. Why is all the rum gone? I guess it would be more of a, I don't know. What's the equestrian equivalent of a navy? Do they even have a navy? I guess they do, but we never see it. It can't just be something as boring as the Royal Equestrian Navy. I haven't drunk anything. This is just my normal voice. This is just my normal voice. If I sound drunk in real life, if you're drunk on the internet, you're drunk in real life. This is how it works, right? All right. Oh, I'm afraid to start now because I put in these drinking game rules. Oh god, this could turn south so quickly. And I might even have to leave a couple times during this stream to refill this drink. Oh gosh. It is, oh, holy crap. Oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah, the rum and coke is in the same kind of glass I use for my water every stream. So a drink that usually lasts me 2 hours. Let's see how many times I have to refill it, right? I'm going to be drunk, Desk. I'm going to be. And thank y'all for joining me on my live stream. Oh, it's going to be such a doozy. And all I have is the Coke. Oh, no. Oh, man. I just drank some cactus juice. I mean, that stuff's good. I mean, not cactus cooler. I drank some cactus cooler already. 2 cans of that. And donated plasma today. So let's get the show on the road with me being Tired drunk? Is this tired drunk? It's the quenches. Yes, thank you. Thank you. I did mix them together. They're half and half in a cup that lasts me for the entire stream usually. Let's see how quick I have to go through this. Hula top. Oh. Oh man. Oh yeah, it was enough to buy the Coke and the rum. Actually, I never bought the rum. My roommate did. I'll have to pay him back for the rum because I have a feeling that I'm going to be drinking all of it. Maybe a little bit of that Bacardi as well. I mean, it's $70 a week. I mean, like it's you just have to stay on with it. It's just some people's lives are too difficult to keep going with it. But if you do, I highly recommend BioLife. I'm not sponsored. I'm just a fan. What am I doing with my life? Oh yeah, streaming. Let's get. Oh, I can already tell this is going to be a great stream. Only 11 a visit? Oh, geez. I guess it just... Yeah, I can only go twice a week. They pay me 20 on my first visit and then 50 on my next. On my second in the same calendar week. Although, it just might be with the company that you donated through. Because I think different companies have different payout options. I don't know. I've only been to BioLife, so... Woo! Alright. Yeah, it is. It is a bunch of bull. I get you. I completely understand. Alright. Enough about plasma and how drunk I'm going to get on this chapter, which is quite a bit. Let's do this. And even though I might not have even though this might be my official Halloween live stream, depending on how crazy the next 2 weeks are. Is it 2 weeks still? Until for the next 2 weeks. I still might stream. It'll just be on... it'll just be after Halloween. Like the Saturday after Halloween, because it's Thursday in a couple of weeks. So... Let's see. Yeah. So, like, I'm not going to do a stream on Halloween, but I will do one just a few days after. I guess that could count as my spooky stream. A sip for every typo. Yep. And typos only count while I'm actually reading the story. So, sip for every one of my typos, not these. For once, we're having a little duel. Oh man, V. Hold on. How about every time I find one of your typos, you take a shot. And every time I make a typo, I take a sip. Have fun with Diablo. That you can, if you drink during the stream, then you can literally say the devil made you do it. Okay. Yeah. All right. Let's get this show on the road. What chapter is this anyway? What chapter am I on? Hold on. Let's see. What chapter am I? Hold on. What's the chapter number? 23. Wait. Hold on. No, 22. Hold on. I had the wrong file open. No. Hold on a second. Where did this file show up from? What? Okay. Would you like breakfast? I was just there! Would you like breakfast? I was wondering. Okay. I couldn't find the file before. There we go. Here's where I am. There we go. There we... Oh, man. Oh, this is gonna be such a fun stream. I'll even start it off by taking a sip of Coke. Of my... No, I'll take a sip of mostly rum. Alright. Oh. I still don't like the taste of alcohol, but that Coke definitely mellows it out, which I'm glad. Yeah. Oh, and if anyone's wondering what I'm drinking a rum and Coke with Barbarossa's spiced rum. I'm not sponsored. I'm just a fan. Oh, where is that even from? Oh. Oh, man. Okay. I don't even know how... I'm sorry I'm rambling so much. It's just going to be so insane. She made a series of noises and wafted misery, clearly hungry then. Luckily, she had made much of her eggshell stew for me, and I simply heated it in her kitchen, taking care to vigorously whisk it with a metal device she kept for just such a use. Topaz continued to make noises, and I heard her stomach clearly. I feared I was running out of time, and increased the temperature. Soon, the mixture came to a frothing boil, and I poured some for Topaz and myself, bringing it to her. She now had her wings around the pillow over her face. I could not begin to... Hold on. Oh, not a typo yet. Now she has over her face. I could not begin to reason. That was just me. Technically, that's not a typo, since I didn't even stumble over my words. It's just I lost my place. But true to my word, I took a sip. Only a sip. Holy crap. It's only just begun and it's already happening. Soon, the mixture came to a frothing boil, and I poured some for Topaz and myself, bringing it to her. She now had her wings around the pillow over her face. I could not begin to reason what the problem was. Cautiously, I lifted the edge and held the bowl towards her muzzle. Would you like some? 5 minutes later, I scowled at the spilled bowl before glaring up towards the bathroom where Topaz had fled as I scrubbed at the floor with a sponge, cursing the 5-second rule as she had previously explained it. Honestly, I would never understand ponies. Okay, made it through my first 2 paragraphs. It's not too bad. Not too bad. And I'm not really like a sloppy drunk. I don't know how you would describe it. I'm more talkative. So this might be just a more entertaining stream for you. Once in the magical land of the internet, there was a partial drunk trying to edit a paper. Where is that? That sounds like a thing that I should know. And I hate not knowing the things I should supposed to know. Oh well. Partial drunk, I'm pretty much already drunk. And then I'm going to be drinking some more. Once upon a... Oh! Hey, Ty! Hello! Hello, everybody. Did I even do my intro for the stream? Oh, man. This is what me taking 2-week break is like. Hello, everyone! Welcome to the live stream. As blah blah blah, we're doing the rest of Under Armour, drinking game. I'm going to get sloshed tonight. It's going to be great. People have already thought I was people thought I was already drunk before I started the stream. So from their minds, it's like a drunk just getting more drunk. For my mind, it's just me being me, just getting more drunk. See how it is? Yeah. You know. Once upon a time, in a distant land called Toronto, Canada. Oh, and Ty, I loved your artwork. I loved your rough sketch of the new chapter art. It looks really good. Ignorance and Apathy was kind of a weird chapter for me to record too, because I had to try and keep Topaz's voice, which I usually have just such a high rate. She's pretty much a Pinkie Pie, but just as a Pegasus, because she's always flitting from one topic to another, and she just gets so caught up in her words. But then to just have her be, monotone and whatnot, it was just kind of really hard. As long as I show up for work tomorrow. Oh, man. Don't worry, I'm going to have plenty of time to get ready for work. So probably next week, the stream will also be on Sunday. And I don't know if anyone's noticed, but live streams are only happening once a week. And that's because my schedule just got insane and I couldn't do 2 streams a week. And plus, everyone seemed to enjoy the Saturday stream enough, so yeah. But next week, Sunday stream. And then the week after, Halloween week, I'll probably go back to Saturday. Don't quote me on that, mainly because I might get called in for work because it's Halloween week. Oh, our busiest week of the year. It's the busiest week of the... What? Where'd my chat go? Oh, God. What? Hold... What? Okay. Chat crashed. I'm sure that's not a problem. I'm sure that's not vindictive of anything else. I'm sure that's not going to play a role in anything else later. But who else is excited for Christmas? Christmas is my favorite holiday. And I'm already listening to Pony Kind of Christmas right now. Ah, man. What I do for work, I'm an assistant manager at Domino's. Yeah, so that's why my schedule's mainly crazy, is because it's a fast food place. Stuff changes all the time. I see what you're doing there, Ty. But stream refreshed. Okay. It fixed itself. And definitely not worrying that just crashed. And hopefully it's just a fluke and not because Streamlabs just updated their software. Yep, that's my story and I'm going to be sticking to it. Alright. Oh, before I'm going to keep on distracting myself. So I just read Idle and the Deathly Tired Princess. Good stuff. Good stuff. Maybe I might do a reading of that sometime. Maybe not. Maybe I will. It's just going to turn into... My channel's just going to turn in from audiobooks to just the Idleverse. I'm just going to just do everything in the Idleverse. I mean, there's quite a few things in there, so... Dude, please stop. What, you don't like Deathly Tired? I'll have to make so many edits. Oh, I know, comma. even while I was reading it, I'm like, okay, because I just do it so often for V. I'm just like, okay, typo. This is going to be fun to count on the stream. Typo. Oh, man. Your fate is sealed. Exactly. You better hurry now, Karma. You don't know when I'm going to be streaming it. I still need to find a voice for Shining. I still don't have a voice for Shining. I've been trying to do something like this, but I don't know how well that sounds like Shining. It just sounds like someone going through. It sounds like someone going through puberty. Oh my gosh. Gotcha. Whoa! Gotta go fast. Sonic 06 is my favorite game. No? Bad. Get out. You're banished from the recording booth. Oh, man. And I just thought of something that would, like, just make a really funny, like, comic of, like, Topaz catching Idol doing something. And then Idol's, like, acting like a dog or something and just, like, runs away as Topaz is, like, behind him, like, you'll come back here this instant. Idol, what are you doing? Idol, what are you doing? Idol, no, come back. Idol, come back here. Idol, you can't run away from this. See, Desk has one. Oh no, Drake. Like I said, I've been experimenting with a lot of different voices for... my mic! For Shining. From doing the totally cool surfer dude bro voice. Surfer dude bro. But I don't know how well it would sound. Because, it seems like most people in the fandom don't see Shining as a dude. They see... Anti-Idol and Demon Slayer? Wait, what? What is this? And what do I not know? Make him sound like a Chad. Bro. Dude. No, hold on. How is a Chad? Oh, but that reminds me of a meme that I read on Tumblr the other day, where it was like, how has memes destroyed your name? Comment down below. And someone named Karen says, "Do I even have to ask?" And then someone replied to her saying, "For Life's Manager." A character in Demon Slayer who was raised by wild boars. Wait, hold on. What's Demon Slayer game? Hold on. What's Demon Slayer? Hold on. I'm looking this up. It's a movie? It's an anime. No, you're not saying it right, V. It's not anime. It's an anime. But, yeah. Oh, man. Anti-Idol, you say? Interessante. Interessante. I'm going to have to look into this further. Because seeing an anti-idol would be interessante. Oh, yeah, hold on. Add a movie, and he changes it, intending to kill it. He charges it, intending to kill it to prove his superiority. So we're just... I Naruto run every morning. Oh, man. Oh, man. It's funny is that, like, I don't really watch too much anime. Although the anime that I do watch, it seems like no one else does. Such as one of my favorite ones, Sergeant Frog. If you don't know what it is, please look it up. It is fantastic. Fight me! I don't... No, that's a train. Fight me! Oh, this is beautiful. What? What's going? What is the ringing in my head going? Is someone calling me? Where is that coming from? What? What the? What? Why was my computer ringing? What? What? Oh my gosh. What? What was that? I don't have anything open that would do that. What the hell? What? What was that? No, that wasn't the Discord sound. What was that? That doesn't sound like Discord, though. That didn't sound like Discord. And I don't have any... What? No. 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 I'm looking through all my chats. It didn't even pop up on... I have Discord open. It didn't pop up anywhere that someone's trying to... What? What? Who? I am literally looking through every single chat I got. And I cannot find anyone trying to call me. Like, what? What was that? What the hell? I know you guys heard it, but what the heck was that? Oh my, that's so weird. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, I don't know. Ugh. Oh my gosh. All right. Oh man, every time someone talks about trains and idle, it just reminds me of the Tumblr blog where Topaz sets up trains around model trains around Idol's cocoon, and he thinks that they're sending his young to hunt him. That was so good. That was a really good one. Oh, but yeah, Shining. And I have to do Shining soon. So I don't know what to do for Shining. I don't want him to turn into a bonbon and where he has 50 different canon voices. That amazing jaw. Man, he can't sound too close to... So, and I need to... Oh my gosh. So, bruh, dude. Bruh. Like, man, it's going to be so hard to make that... Oh, man. Make that an inside joke? Oh, yeah. That he just doesn't have a consistent voice. I mean, I probably could. I definitely could. But, like... So... Had to stop her anyways. She was trying to turn a tourniquet... She started tying a tourniquet around my ribs. I don't think that works. For that matter, I don't think Smarty Pants has a real medical... Oh my gosh. That just wears me... Oh, that's such a... That voice... Ah, it needs so much air. Okay. Whew. Okay. Whew. So. Oh gosh. That's the chant. Had to stop her anyways. Had to stop her anyways when she tried tying a tourniquet around my ribs. I don't think that works for that. For that matter, I don't think Smart Pants has a real medical degree either. Oh my gosh, I could make him just sound like a total dick. Oh man. Bruh. Oh man. Okay. Topaz had been apologetic about her sudden onset of illness and the wasted food, but thankfully It's already begun. Alright, sip number 2, 3, 4, 900. Yeah. And don't you comment about how much of a lightweight I am. I just started drinking like last month, okay? Like, jeez. Topaz had been apologetic about her sudden onset of illness and the wasted food, but thankfully was much recovered later that day. She'd inspected my heart... Yay! It's not me this time! Woo! Yes! It's been so long since we've had one of those. It's so great to get back into the swing of things. Yeah, so happy to find a typo. It's on mine, so I don't need to drink it. Oh, boo. Don't fall over. Thank you. Oh, I hit the desk. Topaz had been apologetic about her sudden onset of illness and the wasted food, but thankfully was much recovered later that day. How do I say that? She did inspect my... She did. The drinking game starts next time. She had inspected my hardened extra shell and told me that she didn't think I was in danger of damaging it further now that the resin had hardened. There we go. She had inspected my hardened extra shell. The word slurring. It's getting real now. Okay. I haven't even recorded that much this stream. It's already started. She had inspected my extra... Oh gosh. This is turning for the worse right now. She had inspected my hardened extra shell and told me that she didn't think I was in danger of damaging it further now that the resin had... Now that the resin had hardened. Okay, just the fourth sip on this sentence alone. Of damaging it further now that the resin had hardened. Yeah. She had inspected my hardened extra shell and told me that she didn't think I was in danger of damaging it further now that the resin had hardened, but warned me to keep the bruises on my pony shell to let others know that I had not been entirely unscathed. I mean, I recovered it, but still a typo, so woot. Oh gosh, it's getting hot in my recording booth now. I forgot. I forgot that was a thing. Oh god. Truthfully, her cautious prodding was both painful and disconcerting, but regardless of my health, I was required to return to training the following day. Shining, too, had a number of discolored spots on his midsection, though his were less evident due to an enormous amount of cloth wrapped around his torso that made him look quite rotund. Apparently, the younger spawn of his parents had sought to provide him with medical assistance, and he hadn't... That was because of burp. That was because of burp, not because I can't read. I swear. Apparently, the younger spawn... I swear. Apparently, the younger spawn of his parents had sought to provide him with medical assistance, and he hadn't had the heart to tell her the... Oh, wait! Yay! Maybe it wasn't a typo the first... It wasn't a burp the first time. It was... The contraction had me slip up. Woo! And contractions still count until after the time skip. Until the time skip, contractions count as typos. Apparently, the younger spawn of his parents had sought to provide him with medical assistance, and he had not the... And he didn't have the heart. Nope, that's also a contraction. With medical assistance, and he did not have the heart. Oh, and he hadn't the heart, and he hadn't the heart to tell her that the bandages didn't work that way. Oh gosh. Apparently, the younger spawn of his parents had sought to provide him with the medical assistance. Apparently, the younger spawn of his parents had sought to provide him with medical assistance, and he hadn't had the heart to tell her that bandages don't work that way. I'm taking a gulp now because I can't think of a word to replace hadn't. Oh gosh, I'm drinking this way too fast. Oh gosh. V, you're joining me. You're joining me doing this next time. Or this time if you got the stuff. Oh gosh. I haven't even been recording for an hour. And I've drinking through a quarter of this cup now. Oh no. Okay. Had to tell her. Oh, give him a random. Had to tell her anyway when she started trying to turn. Had to stop her. Had to stop her. Hip. Hold on. Hip. He had to stop. He had to stop her. Blessed aim, here I come. Don't even get it, but it's so funny right now. Everything's funny right now. He had to stop her when she started tying a tourniquet around my ribs. I don't think that works. For that matter, I don't think Smarty Pants has a real medical degree. That's going to be a good Applejack. Well, now. Ooh, ooh, a burger. It reminds me of my cat, Smokey. Oh, man. Anyone gets that reference, you're amazing. You get a cookie. You get a cookie if you get that reference. Okay. Had to stop her anyways. Sorry guys, I'm just pausing on this because I want to find an accent for him so bad. Not an accent. I want to find something, some sort of voice for him. Had to stop her. Had to stop her anyways when she started trying tourniquet around my ribs. I don't think that works. For that matter, I don't think Smarty Pants has a real medical degree. Does that work? Does this work? Let me know in the chat. I'm a Jedi. That's not how the Force works. How does this sound? How does this sound as Shining? Will this be Shining's new voice? Let me know right now in the chat. No, I've slipped from Shining's idols. What was his voice again? Hello, my name is Shining Armor. Wait, no, that's my voice. Because idols down here. Shining was just a little bit over here. Hold up. Why is voices so hard? Probably because I've drunk some stuff. Yeah. What? Whoa. How's this for Shining's voice? Sounds a little bit like an announcer. But we still have that bruh personality. Like a raspy vocal fry. Like make him sound like Krillin. Dead. More surfer. Always more surfer with you guys. I can't do the dude bruh with the bruh dude doing the bruh. You get me, dude? Bruh. Just gotta... Had to stop her anyway. There we go. Had to stop her. Oh, that's so breathy. Oh. Why am I drinking? Oh, God. Why did I drink that? I didn't have to drink that. Why did I do it? I think my roommate just got back. Oh, gosh. So is it more like... Oh, man. Hey, I'm Shining Armor. Oh gosh, will I even be able to do this voice again? Tune in next week on Changeling of the Guard. On Livestream of the Guard. How's this sound for Shining's roommate? And by other people in the guards, and as far as other people in the guard are aware, his roommate. If you get what I'm saying. uh, had to stop her anyways. Hip. Had to stop her. Had to stop. Now he's getting country. I don't want him to get country. I think that range of my voice is just pure country. I have regular, I have idle, and then I just have country. I don't have any other range. Let's go with this. A little bit. Get a little cockney in there. I'd tell her stop. Anyway when she saw tying a tourniquet around my ribs. Don't think that works. For that matter, I don't think Smarty Pants has a real medical degree. Ooh, should that be Bold? Should that be Bold's voice? Just a bad Australian accent. Oh man. Oh man. I was planning on doing Bold just like down here and whatnot. It should be so hard to emote with that. but I don't think Smarty has a real medical degree either. Just Australian. He's just an Aussie. Oh man. All right. Oh gosh. Oh, hold. There we go. I can hear myself again. Yay. Okay. Ooh. Okay. So how should I do this? I don't think I can do a Krillin, to be honest. Oh gosh, that would just destroy my voice. Wow! Wow! I forgot my tractor! Ah! Oh, that was such a good dub. That was like the best dub I've ever seen. All right. Let's see if I can nail a voice for Shining Armor. Had to stop her. Water. Desk, no! We'll see you later. And thanks for coming to the stream. It was really fun. Even though I'm not even anywhere close to the end of this chapter, I don't think. All right, let's see. Oh man, imagine Shining's voice. This is me drunk. I'm not even drunk yet. This is me tipsy. All right. So Shining's down here, and Idle's just a little bit tipped up, so he sounds like this. Which sounds really... He sounds like this. Oh, there we go. I think I'm going to be sticking with this for Shining Armor. Had to stop her. Don't want country. Had to stop her anyways when she started trying. I want to put trying tying a. Okay. Had my regular And shining armor. There we go. I had to stop her anyways when she started trying a tourniquet. Had to stop her anyways when she started trying... Had to stop her anyways when she started tying a tourniquet around my ribs. I don't think that works. For that matter, I don't think Smarty Pants has a real medical degree. Oh man, that should have been Wispy's voice. Ah, lost opportunity. It sounds the exact same as my normal. I mean, this is my normal. But this is shining armor. Although this should be Wispy, to be honest. Higher up on my range, Wispy makes more sense. Ah man, I need to... Shining's voice just needs to go back to the drawing board. Well, let's just go for whatever this voice is. Sounds like an old man. Dude. Had to stop her anyways. Oh my gosh, this voice is killing me. It's funny. I'm just being stopped. I'm being voice blocked by shining armor. He shouldn't be this hard to do. I sing this aria cult version all the time. Although it's usually my normal voice. This day is going to be perfect. The kind of day in which I've dreamed since I was small. All those armor-loving boys say I look great in uniform. What they don't know is that I have fooled them all. This day was... let's just go with this one while I still have it. It sounds like an old man, but let's just keep going. Had to stop her anyways when she started trying a tourniquet around my ribs. I don't think that works. For that matter, I don't think Smarty Pants has a real medical degree. What voice is this? What the... Had to stop her anyways when she started trying a tourniquet around my ribs. I don't think that works. For that matter, I don't think Smarty Pants has a real medical degree. It would seem unlikely, I agreed. It would seem unlikely, I agreed, wondering if Smarty Pants was the name of his younger sibling. It seemed very suitable for her, from what little I've been told of her. At her age, I should be more focused on play. What was that sentence? Okay. It would seem unlikely, I agreed, wondering if Smarty Pants was the name of his younger sibling. It seemed very suitable for her, from what little I had been told of her. At her age, she should be more focused on play, I thought. It would... Hold on. Before I continue... I feel like I should point out... Another typo! There we go. More typo. More typo for the V. more typo for V. Yeah, V, you know, we're keeping track of this, so every typo I found, you have to take a shot later off stream. You know that, right? It's all agreed between all of us, right? Everyone with me? Everyone with me on this? Thank you. So you're up to 3 shots now, V. I would expect graduating Magic Kindergarten to be a prerequisite to a medical degree. Well, no, not technically. I mean, magical training isn't required of every unicorn. A lot can't really do much or don't have those particular talents. The school for gifted unicorns is really more of a matter of refining magical abilities. Jim Bean Apple? Jo- it's like drinking Jolly Rangers. Oh god, no, not the Rangers. I love those guys. Uh, it has been reforged. Topaz claims there is all sorts of studies there. Yeah, and some ponies would prefer to be more focused on the unicorns. Why is there 3 Ys here? I get it, but why? Or no, more like, why? 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 Yeah, and some ponies would prefer be more focused on the unicorns who really help with their gifts. Some don't really need the trainings, some just need the basics explained to them, and some need more assistance to reach their full potential. I mean, I went, did a little hoofball, but for the most part, my shields were just a thing I do. Hoofball? That was a really weak hoofball? Hoofball? Oh, sure, I have a heck of a pass. Oh, sure, I have a heck of a pass, but I kept popping shields on the field. It's grounds for disqualification. No magic allowed that interferes with the game. The Green Ranger. I had absolutely no idea what he was talking about. Sometimes I wonder if ponies have secret languages made to discuss matters that are only important to those who understand the language itself. Don't I know it? Don't I know that? The training period was the first of our extended weeks. We still received 1 day to ourselves at the end of the first week, but we were not to return to our homes. It was during this time that we had the first case of derangement. I'm saying that right? Oh, that's how you pronounce.
Derangement.
Yep, I got it. I got it right first time. I know it's derangement. I got it right. The internet said I got it right. But we were not to return to our homes. It was during this time we had It was during this time that we had the first case of derangement, in which an otherwise very stable. Okay. Oh, that was a big one. It was during this time we had our first case. It was during this time we had the first case of derangement, in which an otherwise very stable stallion started throwing random food items together in a large cooking pot to try and make a stew that didn't taste like boiled cardboard dipped in mud, and wailed that there wasn't a decent broth stock. And wailed, and wailed, and wailed, and wailed, and wailed that there wasn't enough decent soup stock to be found, and wailed that there wasn't a and wailed that there wasn't decent and wailed that there wasn't decent broth stock to be found. Together in a large cooking pot to try and make a stew that didn't taste like boiled try and make which an otherwise very stable stallion. Oh gosh. All right. Yeah, fair enough, V. Fair enough. You caught me in the act. Oh gosh. In which an otherwise very stable stallion started throwing random food items together in a large cooking pot to try and make a stew that didn't taste like broiled cardboard dipped in mud, and wailed that there wasn't decent broth stock to be found. The sergeants managed to talk sense into him with a combination of canned soup and letting him perform kitchen patrol, which I recognized as KP from Topaz's friend on the border. The pony seemed The pony seemed unnaturally grateful for this opportunity, and Shining admitted that he'd rather never be neck deep in pots if he could help it. Oh, there's another one! There's another one! Yeah! KP from Topaz's friend on the border. The pony seemed unnaturally grateful for this opportunity, and Shining admitted that he would rather never be neck deep in pots if he could help it. This was, of course, overheard, and we found ourselves joining our comrade for the rest of the day. I delighted in the extra food, even if it was slightly less than fresh. Shining scrubbed his pots more disconsolately? You better drink Bud Light. You might last longer. Oh, man. Thing is, though, is I'm not drinking towards V's typos. I'm drinking towards my own. And your story was a really easy read. Don't know if that was a thing, if that would be a thing if I read it on stream. But maybe we'll see one of these days. I had this one drink. I can't remember. My sister said it was a schnapps. I don't know if it was schnapps. It was grape. Yeah, all I remember, it was grape flavored. And when drinking it, it tasted like a lime Ricky. And that was amazing. That was so good. And also, I can put together names in YouTube to names on the server. Woo! Like first, I think the first was Giga Otter, and then comma, and and then who was the other one? Fractal Man, and then you're the third one I've managed to put together. So I know who I'm talking to now. Yeah. If he could help it. Like, you have different names with your YouTube than with your Discord? I think. Hold on. Yeah. I know what it means. I just don't know how to pronounce it. I just can't. Oh, no. Oh, no. Okay. Oh, wait. A typo corrected the chat. As we established 2 streams ago. Yes. Or was it last stream? I don't know. I think it was the meat stream. Hold your tongue and say. Hold my tongue and say apple? Apple. Uh-huh. Oh. Okay, I get it. I would have kept going too. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I get it. I get it. Yep. You got me, comma. You got me. Yeah. This was, of course, overheard, and we found ourselves joining our comrade for the rest of the day. I delighted in the extra food, even if it was slightly less than fresh. Shining scrubbed his pots more, Shining. I don't know what that one is. I've said it a couple of times. I can only understand the last word, to be honest. Yeah. Um, I don't know. I don't know. You have to be more creative than hold your tongue, because then you know it's going to be bad. Disconsolately. I hope it. Shining scrubbed his pots more disconsolately, while the pony previously in question bounced around the kitchen as if he had been born to it, finding random spices amongst the clutter and making something of a much improved flavor compared to our normal meals. Get out of here! There we go. Shining scrubbed his pots more disconsolately, while the pony previously in question bounced around the kitchen. Shining scrubbed his pots more disconsolately, while the pony previously in question bounced around the kitchen as if he had been born to it, finding random spices amongst the clutter and making something of a much improved flavor compared to our normal meals. I'm taking a big gulp. Fair enough, comma. Fair enough. Oh. Do I need to mix this? Has it, like, settled? Am I just drinking straight rum now? Maybe I might be drinking straight. Might have separated. Whew. For the most part, my false discoloration seemed to please the ponies around me, and Shining enjoyed showing his own off. A number of our comrades inspected them and found them pleasing to the eye. One of the earth ponies actually telling me that it was nice to see that unicorns could breed. Oh gosh. Oh man. One of the earth ponies actually telling me that it was nice to see that unicorns could bruise like any other pony. Shining looked rather taken aback, and there was an odd bit of hostility in the air for a moment before I pointed out that blood had to run to our flesh like any other pony. Obviously, what sort of other creature didn't that happen? Oh gosh. We've only been going for an hour. Oh god. I know I'm not drinking straight rum. It just tastes like it. Yeah. One of the earth ponies actually telling me that it was nice to see that unicorns could bruise like any other pony. Shining looked rather taken aback, and there was an odd bit of hostility in the air for a moment before I pointed out that blood had to run to our flesh like any other pony. Obviously, what sort of creature didn't that happen? I may have panicked. Regardless, the others snorted and shared a chuckle over that, and we moved on to our next item of training. Before the combat training began, one sergeant brought me aside and suggested that I be put out. I may have panicked. I may have panicked. Oh, man. Oh, oh gosh. I'm halfway through this. Just to let you know. Which means I'm pretty on point for how much water I drink during the stream. For sure. What sort of creature didn't have that happen? I may have panicked. Regardless, the others snorted and shared a chuckle over that, and we moved on to our next item of training. Before the combat training began, one sergeant brought me aside and suggested that I be put on light duty. I was pleased until it was explained that light duty was less duty, and I vehemently... I hate losing my place, because I was pleased. I was pleased. Oh, man. I was pleased until it was explained that light duty meant... I was pleased until it was explained that light duty was less duty, and I vehemently refused on the grounds that I was perfectly fine and pain was an absolute natural... I was pleased until it was explained that light duty was less duty, and I vehemently refused on the grounds that I was perfectly fine and pain was an absolutely natural part of life, albeit the part where life tries to kill you. I just love that line. But why is there like two? Why? What? Why does it look like there's two spaces right there? Is there two spaces? Am I crazy? Is it a combination thereof? Probably. I do not think I won the argument, but the sergeant claimed I made his head hurt and he'd consider it more later. 6 typos. 6 shots for Mr. V. Drake over there. I do not think I won the argument, but the sergeant claimed I made his head hurt, and he had I do not think I won the argument, but the sergeant claimed I made his head hurt, and he would consider it more later. Perhaps it was a victory after all. Who is calling me? And where is this calling coming from? What? V, are you trying to call me? If anyone's in the chat trying to call me, let me know. Because I cannot hear you. Because I don't know. It's not giving me the notification that someone's trying to get in contact with me. This is really weird. It's so weird. Victory after all. I immediately had cause to regret my efforts as I was swiftly and firmly introduced to the sand of the sparring grounds by my partner for the day. Ow. Just ow. I firmly declared, wondering briefly if the large earth pony was going to crack my shell again. Good throw, Big Flank. She's just... Oh, man. Good throw, Big Flank. A sergeant Good throw, Big Flank. A sergeant congratulated from across the yard. Now, get his tail up and get him back into it. Now, get his tail up and get him back to it. Just going to keep on doing the showman, the show stallion impersonation. The large stallion hefted me with one limb, dropping me back onto unsteady hooves. I was beginning to wonder if being taught to wrestle with earth ponies was meant to teach unicorns humility. I was at least certain that I was learning how not to get hit to the ground. I was at least certain that I shouldn't. I was at least certain that I was learning how not to hit the ground. Mostly, I was at least certain that I was learning how not to hit the ground. Mostly, I was at least aware that I shouldn't do it. Mostly, learning how not. I was. Mostly, I was at least aware that I shouldn't do it. I was at least aware that I was learning how not to hit the ground. Mostly, I was aware. I was at least certain. I was at least certain that I was learning how not to hit the ground. Mostly, I was at least aware that I shouldn't do it. Now, bold. Bold Big Flink. How should I voice you? You bring me into conundrum, Bold, because I want to give you an Aussie accent. Although I don't think people would accept an Aussie accent. I don't even think I could do an Aussie accent. Shall we see? Shall we give Bold an Aussie accent? I had to tell her. Sir, yes, sir. Bold replied with far more cheer than I felt. The Earth Pony, a huge trapezoidal black mark with white numbers on his flank, was always at his best mood during this training, which was always far too jovial by my opinion. Sir, yes, sir. Sir, yes, sir. Yes, sir, Bob. I had to tell. That's not an Aussie accent. I had to tell her. I had to tell her that tourniquets, that bandages don't work that way. Oh no, that's country. I can't. That your receiver went out. Now, all right. There we go. All right. I was trying to do Cockney, and then it turned into sir. Yes, sir. You know, you got a lot of spunk for a unicorn. Ain't afraid to get dirty. No offense. I actually can do it. Sir, yes, sir. Bold replied with far more cheer than I felt. The Earth Pony, a huge trapezoidal black mark with white numbers on his flank, was always at his best mood during this training, which was always far too jovial by my opinion. Went through the proper motions, and I darted forward for a grab. This turned out to be foolish, and I swallowed an unfortunate amount of sand upon landing face first. Forward for a grab. This turned out to be foolish, and I swallowed an unfortunate amount of sand upon landing face first. You know, you got a lot of spunk for a unicorn. Ain't afraid to get dirty. No offense. None taken, I agreed. Dirt was hardly something to be feared. Sand was more annoying than anything, and I spat more out, attempting a jab next. Thick croc Dundee. And here's where you could have. Sand was more feared, because it's coarse and it gets everywhere. I don't like sand. It's hard and coarse and it gets everywhere. I had not been aware that my foreleg could bend that way, It was an illuminating and painful experience. Tapping the ground with my other hoof meant another faceful of sand before I was released. Some of the others, they take this thing awful personal. He gave a bit of a grin. Think I'm doing it on purpose. I would rather hope you are, otherwise... Audacity, don't do this to me! Let me stop the recording. Think I'm doing it on purpose. I think that's the best Aussie accent you'll want to get out of me. The vaguely southern. Think I'm doing it on purpose. I would rather hope you are, otherwise this would be embarrassing. Well, I am going a little easy on you, shortstop. You been hurt and all. He flipped me over himself, slamming us both into a pin and wrapping a foreleg around my neck. I tapped again, and Bold released me. Pray Celestia. Pray Celestia. Hallelujah. Pray Celestia. Hallelujah. But V, you say he has numbers on his flanks, but you never said what numbers he has on his flanks. What are the symbols on the flank? What is the secret meaning behind the Bold's personality? Of course, not everyone's so forgiving. After that little stunt... not everyone's so given. After that little stunt you pulled last week, old China ought to at least let you have the top bunk. He threw a heavy blow of his own that I barely ducked out of the way of. I have always preferred to be on the bottom. Kappa, big numbers. big numbers. The larger stallion almost missed a step, and I grabbed the other front leg and pulled, nearly toppling him. Before I could take advantage of his predicament, the bay rolled back a step. Hold on, I think you misspelled bay. I think it's B-A-E. What is that? C-A, comma. What is V? V, I need your help deciphering your work. V, I need your help. What is the bay? I think there's supposed to be an E in there somewhere. Let me fix it real quick. Oh, you won't be able to see on stream. It's supposed to be B-A-E. The bay. The salted bay. Alright, but seriously, V, I need to know. I need to know, or else I can't finish this sentence. V, come in, V. Ah! Oh gosh. Oh. Oh. Okay. Bay is a color, you say? Yeah, you sure you're not saying that just to stop me from giving you another typo? Which one? There's a lot of Discord. Uh... Bay is a color. It's on the Discord. But where? Where on the Discord? Livestream. Ah! So that is bold big flank. Ah, in his natural habitat. Fair enough, fair enough. Before I could take advantage of his predicament, fine, I took off the typo because technically it's true. But I'm watching you, Wazowski. Always watching. Before I could take advantage of his predicament, the bay rolled back a step and returned to a proper stance. I cursed my overabundance of zeal. And if Shining prefers to be on top and I below him, I see nothing wrong with that. If anything, it makes us a good pair. This time, he did miss a step, and when I went for the back leg, he reared and ended up crashing to the ground with a thud that cast sand out in a circle in a cloud. Oh, that was... And if Shining prefers to be on top and I below him, I see nothing wrong with that. If anything, it makes us a good pair. And if Shining prefers... And if Shining prefers to be on top and I below him, I see nothing wrong with that. If anything, that makes us a good pair. This time he did miss a step, and when I went for the back leg, he reared and ended up crashing to the ground with a thud that cast sound out of our circle in a cloud. I was beginning to get the hang of this, I thought. The reddish stallion stared at me, clearly in shock at my newfound prowess. Not judging you, you understand, just surprised, I think. Of course, I just got lucky. Sure you did. I mean, no designs on him or nothing. Just didn't think, let's get back to it then. To my immense disappointment, I did not manage another point for the rest of the session. My jest seemed more true than intended, and I cursed myself for drawing attention to this odd bit of luck. Bam, somersaults. Oh, man. How much longer? Okay. Let's see if I can finish off the chapter, at the very least, before signing off. I know I messed up a little bit, so I'm taking a big sip. All right. Big sip has been taken. Whew. Save that, and let's see if I can finish this, shall we? At the end of this training period, we received our first set of armor. It was bronze instead of the traditional gleaming gold alloy, but still remained a fine shine. At the end of this training period, we received our first set of armor. It was bronze instead of the traditional gleaming gold alloy, but still retained a fine shine. Unfortunately, we had them tossed at us and were told to have them polished and fitted up properly for inspection upon return the following training cycle. I had rather been hoping to receive guidance in how to assemble and wear the various metal shapes. Shining pointed out that we were very likely supposed to either figure it out or fail, and that would be an excuse for extra physical training. I feared for my sanity, as for just a moment I understood the logic behind such an act. Regardless, I took my weighted bag of various metal plates and hobbled back to my home. Topaz demanded to check my shell as soon as I entered the door, making clear sounds of vague disapproval at the shell and crack. For reasons I could not fathom, the idea of dirt in coating distressed her. She seemed very much uninterested in the metal plates of my armor, but admitted she had only experienced taking a set apart, never putting one together. And she tried to help if need be. Truthfully, much of the armor I was able to figure out from various other guards I had seen. Still, she Still, she had a large mirror in her room and allowed me the use of it. The room itself was rather nice for something so far above ground. I did not like having only a thin layer of wood precariously balanced upon others to support me. It felt unnatural. Oh gosh. Oh man, I just blew through that. And I noticed 2 typos in there. I noticed 2. Ah, beautiful. Beautiful. She had a bit of experience taking a set apart, never putting one put together. That's one typo. Never putting one put together. Very fantastic typo. The other one is a contraction, and I can't find it right now. Dang it. Never putting one put together. A fantastic sentence right there. Never putting one put together. Oh man, two typos in one paragraph. It was very, very awesome. And the other one was this one. And a contraction. Woo! Which I'm sad. We're almost to the time script, which means I can't count contractions anymore. Ah, man, it feels so wrong not to be able to count contractions. But it will be sooner rather than later. It felt unnatural. It felt unnatural. It felt unnatural. It felt unnatural. Contractions feel like cheating. But he's so proper in the way he speaks. He shouldn't use contractions. Everything else is like very precise. It is a very precise cadence, and yet he's like, oh yeah, they're doing this and that, and didn't, ain't, and can't. Which, if I learned anything from high school English, means it's wrong because contractions aren't words. Apparently. What I had not prepared for was the fact... What I had not been prepared for was the fact that I kept falling off. I had struggled into the loops of woven material that were attached, but for the life of me, I could not fathom how to attach it properly. Perhaps the fault lay in my form. Ah, that explained why my rations were increased. I was not the proper size for a Perhaps the fault lay in my form. Ah, that explained why my rations were increased. I was not the... Perhaps the fault lay in my form. Ah, that explains why my rations were increased. I was not of a proper size for the armor. Unwilling to accept this, I began making several minor adjustments. Torso needed to be thicker, legs longer, heavier, add a bit to the ribs. Bold had made for a decent example, more like that. The armor had begun to snug, and I admit I may have preened a bit. To the ribs. Bold had made for a decent example. There was a knock, and Topaz entered the room with little other fanfare, looking up and stopping dead. What? What the buck? Oh, that's just so... what? What the... Let me see. There we go. There's Topaz's voice. It's been far too long since we've had her. What? What the... What? What the buck? Topaz, are you all right? I haven't had a stallion up here in better than 6 months, she mumbled, sounding a little bit dazed, then shook her head vehemently. Bad Topaz. Idle, what the hay are you doing? The last sounded more exasperated than curious. I paused, feeling suddenly like I had been caught doing something inappropriate. Fitting my armor? She gave me a baleful look. By giving yourself the musculature of a champion weightlifter? Well, it didn't fit. The words sounded lame, but I could not think of a better reason. It was true enough. Uber manly. Oh, Lionel's voice needs to be deep for this. Well, it didn't fit. Oh, I need to redo this whole scene then. Where did this scene start? I haven't had a stallion up here in... I haven't had a stallion up here in better than 6 months, she mumbled, sounding a little dazed, then shook her head, vehement. I haven't had a stallion up here in better than 6 months, she mumbled, sounding a little dazed, then shook her head, vehemently. Bad Topaz. Idle, what the hay are you doing? The last sounded more exasperated than curious. I paused, feeling suddenly like I had been caught doing something inappropriate. Fitting my armor? She gave me a baleful look. By giving yourself the musculature of a champion weightlifter? Well, it didn't fit. The word sounded lame, but I could not think of a better reason. It was true enough. Look, let me see. She prodded my armor with a hoof. Look, there's straps. I thought you did not know how to. My breath caught as she cinched the belt, pulling a strap with her teeth. Put this on? Well, no, not really. I mean, I helped someone take off. Put this on? Put this on? I sound more strained than anything else. Well, no, not really. I mean, I helped some pony take it off. Well, no, not really. I mean, I helped some pony take some of it off once or twice. I'm working in reverse here. Look, drop the muscle. You can't go back there looking like a Tom and Jerry dancer. I never actually read that out loud once, so. Like a drop the muscle. Look, drop the muscle. You can't go that. Look, drop the muscle. You can't go back there looking like a Tom and Jerry dancer. A what? A what? Nothing. None of your business. Just go back to normal. Her grumbles were slightly muffled by another strap. Changeling can't do that to a mare, honestly. I deflated rapidly, the false musculature melting away so suddenly she nearly fell on me. Oddly, she seemed a little disappointed. I had never understood ponies. I winced as one strap tightened over my cracked shell, but made no other complaint. Proper fit was more important than minor pain, I decided. There! She spun me to face the mirror again. What do you think? The stallion in the mirror was me, but wasn't, precisely. It was the form I had chosen as my personal one, but I rather liked the change the armor had. I rather liked the change the armor seemed to bring about. I straightened, taking a proper attentive stance. I rather liked the change the armor seemed to bring about. I straightened, taking a properly attentive stance. I felt pride swell within me. For once, I saw no reason to disallow it. I had built the camaraderie with my fellows, between Shining and the others. I had actually received a reasonable share of emotion, enough to have gotten me through this week without difficulty. This wasn't just something I wanted to do, I finally realized. It was something I could do. I could be a changeling, and a member of the Royal Guard. Looking at my bronze armor, I knew, without a doubt, I was not there yet. I was not yet there, but one day, and soon, I would be. I found 3 more typos in that sentence. They're all contractions. Yes. It's good to be king. All right. Oh man, that was really fun to do. I'm still tipsy. I'm probably going to drink I'm going to drink the rest of this all at once. Oh, that's so much. Hold on. Oh gosh, that's so much. Because I know I messed up a lot of times in that last chapter. But it was all fun. It was all so much fun. And since it's almost 8, I feel like it's time to sign off. Oh, that was so much alcohol. Oh gosh. How many ounces is this cup anyway? Let me find out. Can I find out? Come on, flashlight work. Nah, I can't. I want to say at least. I want to say this is at least not 16 cups. Maybe 10. 10 cups of water? I don't know. I never measured it before. Anyway, it was so much fun. Thanks for everyone for joining on the live stream. Hope you all had a good time. It was fun talking to you guys again. And I'll see you next Sunday. Bye.